Hey developers, future developers, AAA title developers, or indie game developers. I got some advices for you guys, maybe some stuff that you developers tend to forget every once in a while. Stuff that can improve your games dramatically if applied properly. So without further ado, let's begin. First, pen and paper. Make a plan of your entire game. At the very most, in 2 4A pages. If your game revolves around gameplay mechanics, you don't need more than 2 pages. But if the game is all about the story, then that's a totally different area. Second, make the game look dirt cheap first. You just need to do the programming and the graphics come later. If a game with squares or cubes isn't fun, no matter what graphics you put into it, the game isn't going to be any better. I bet you have played a lot of video games, especially the mobile titles, that look gorgeous, but they are worthless. You won't pick up those games twice. And remember those old Nintendo games that look like crap, but the gameplay is so good, you would return back every day to play them. So once the mechanics are perfect, then you can give the players something to look at. Third, keep them apart. Don't throw in the face of the players all the mechanics that you've put into the game right at once, or throw all the enemies at them all at once. Give the players enough time to learn what's up and how the game is working. Maybe it's a good idea to isolate a strong enemy so the player can take their time to fight this one enemy, and then later on you can put this one enemy in a room with other enemies so they can all attack your player that already knows the patterns of attack. Making the game unnecessarily hard isn't a sign of great design. 4. Hidden in plain sight. Tutorials should be invisible, or at least spread them throughout the level or many levels. The players want to play a game, not start learning. If you think you can't do that, go back to the drawing board and fix something. Take a look at Portal, where you basically go through an entire game of tutorial and you never realize that, because the game is just so fun. Number 5. Do you know what you should know? Bosses are meant to challenge the players, or at least to challenge them with what they should have learned by now. It's okay to make a boss hard to fight, but giving them a huge life bar won't make him any better. Number 6. A pale blue square. Start small and grow from there. If you programmed your squares to move around just right, keep adding to the game and see what your game needs. Number 7. Not a child. People want to play the game on their own, so unless you're making a game for children, don't treat players like children. You know what? Don't even treat children as children. Give your players something to figure out, give them the tools to make it happen, and let them figure it out. Once the tutorial is done, stop holding the hand of the player. Nobody wants to be treated as a child. Number 8. Push them to their limits. You should design the game so that the player is pushed to their limits. There is nothing more awesome than overcoming a great challenge after you've learned everything in the game. Possibly program the game to track the player's progress and abilities, and add up the challenge slowly and dynamically, so the player feels that he is being challenged. This is perfect for open world games with random encounters. How random those encounters are, it's all up to you. Number 9. Take control. Make button configurations like other games. Unless your game is a new genre entirely and nobody has played before nothing like it, and you're out to change the game industry forever, your game is similar to a lot of other games out there, so don't make your game controls unnecessarily confusing. Number 10. Where are those checkpoints? If you put checkpoints too close to each other, the game won't even feel as a challenge. But if you push them 5 minutes away from each other, the entire game will feel punishing, not fun. For all the advices above, everything really depends on the game you're making, so be mindful of that. Thanks for watching this video, and if you liked it, please subscribe and like. There is more in the future.